Alright, what is going on, guys? Chilean's back again, and today we have a game in the Buffalo, which is the Tier 9 heavy cruiser for the USN on the PC version. I also released the patch notes that are coming out next week for Legends today as well, if you want to go check those out. Pretty decent patch. There's a lot of some changes in the balancing and all the skills and all that kind of stuff, so those are pretty interesting to see, but we're getting pretty close to the Des Moines, and this game was honestly a little bit of a trial run for me. The first game that I actually had on this map, and this is the Okinawa map, was on that sea flank, and it was when I had the Buffalo stock, and it was not a fun time because, as you can see, there is no cover over there. So I really have no idea how to play these first two caps, so I figured, like, you know what? If anything, if I die, I can provide radar support for my Kitakaze and my other DD here. So, you know, even if we lost our life here, because we are in a pretty compromised spot already, just because of how the flanks kind of work on the PC version and how people tend to disperse out, and battleships having a good bit of range. You can see here, like if I get spotted here, I'm in a pretty juicy spot for the A-side battleships to maybe take a shot at me here, but trying to play it patiently. I'm not using my radar just yet. I'm waiting for either one of these guys to go down or go into detect and not go down. But something that I remembered is I took off DFAA. I've been trying to do a plane, like kill 200 planes or whatever, and I just haven't been getting carrier games. So I put on the hydro, and something I noticed was that on the PC version, hydro detection of ships is 5 kilometers. For these, when on Legends, it's 4.4, I believe, and then the Germans get the 5 plus, whatever. So we don't have to use a radar here, which is pretty nice. We can just use a hydro. Only peeking out using my front two turrets because even though we're in a pretty decent spot, we're not too broadside to anybody. There's a lot of battleships, and I'm in a pretty close to that Massachusetts, to be honest. And the Buffalo, while I am actually really enjoying it, I cannot look past the armor. I was on the CC, or not the CC, good grief. I was on the PC WoW Discord, and I was asking people, like, so what's the overall consensus of the Buffalo? Obviously, it's a pretty big DPM increase just having the extra turret. Compared to the Baltimore, it is a little bit longer reload, but with the tier 9s you get access to the reload mod, so my stock reload is actually only 10.6 seconds, and the Baltimore stock reload is 10 seconds on the PC version. So, you gain a turret, but you only get, you know, 0.6 seconds more of a reload, so it has that bigger kind of just alpha strike, and it is HE for DDs, AP for anything else. It's a pretty chunky alpha strike. It's actually been a lot of fun because we don't have anything really like this on the Legends version. So I've been thoroughly enjoying. This is my first ship, or well, I guess I have the Moines, but this is my first kind of tech tree ship on PC that's definitely brand new to me because I've only played the console version. So yeah, as you can see here, we're pretty stuck in. And going back to the armor, Baltimore has 27 millimeters bow and stern, and as you can see here, I'm getting a little bit frustrated because I'm like, oh man, this is real bad. Buffalo also has 27 millimeters of bow armor, which at tier 9 is not a lot. There is a handful of things that you can bounce, like obviously the Bismarck and all that kind of stuff, but that's basically depending on if you get in a match where you are the top tier. Most of the time, most battleships that you're going to be facing as a tier 9 ship are going to be able to overmatch you. I get super lucky with the dispersion there from the Massachusetts below the AP. Even in an angle, 9,000 damage. Like I'm saying, this had the AP loaded again. The Alpha Strike is quite nuts. I'm keeping an eye. Good thing the Minnesota goes down because that's who I was really paying attention to. And we actually smacked that Neptune for 3 citadels. Man, like this, this AP is disgusting. And at this point in time, I'm pretty much saying to myself, like, oh, my game's over. So I even pop a heal early there. And I end up not taking hardly any damage, surely because the Massachusetts missed. And that's something I've really been enjoying in the PC version, is there's no auto aim like in the Legends version. So there's been many times where I've been caught outright and I have to resort to just dodging or throttling the throttle, and people just flat out miss. And it's not because of dispersion, it's because the player on the other side of the keyboards over there just didn't take proper aim or wasn't paying attention. And that's super nice, because on Legend, it's very easy to use the auto aim and just have your shells hit the majority of the time. So even like this Georgia, you know, I was broadsiding to him, you know, trying to angle to, couldn't angle towards everybody there, and he just missed, you know. So it's something I've noticed a lot. And that's about when my buddy popped in and he was like, what in God's name is going on? And I was like, well, I'm the last one on the flank here. Georgia misses again. So we're not the most maneuverable guy in the world. You know, Buffalo is it's not really known for its agility. And here we're just dodging. And if you look at my potential damage just kind of racking up in the top corner there, it's pretty cool being able to dodge, you know, and not have people just laser you with the auto aim on Legends. I'm still assuming that I'm somewhat going down here. I figured that the DD could be somewhat close, and with a 10-kilometer radar, they don't have to be too close, so we actually get lucky and we get to take down the enemy DD. I'm not going to try to pronounce that, even though I've heard it hundreds of times from commentaries and jingles and on the PC that I watch. Westergotland, something like that. So yeah, at this point in time, we have helped kill, well, we did kill one. We killed one DD, helped spot and secure the second kill on the DD. Honestly, for me, this game is already a win. For me, I had to play that island pretty aggressively in the beginning, and then our team folded. The fact that I'm still alive and my guns are still on the table with the risky play we played at B, I'm happy with it. You know, not too much to explain, but there is quite a bit more to go on in this game, and the biggest thing that I'm worried about here is getting spotted. I'm going to keep my eye on the Georgia a lot, because just like in the Legend version, Georgia hurts so much, and I have pretty decent detection at 10.7, running both the concealment mod for the mod and also the commander skill as well. But sadly, that does not put me into a stealth radar range, since the radar is only 10 kilometers. So if I do get spotted, there could be a definite time where I'm just kind of screwed and out of luck, and also broadside to a Georgia. So we elect not to take the shot against the Neptune, even though it's very tempting. And even for the Kitakaze here, I'm just like, man, there's a good bit of this game. I mean, we still have 10 minutes in this game left. And that's the crazy thing about PC is, like, you can do so much. Like, I feel like I've been through so much in this game already, and the game isn't even half over. You know, and they still have 2 DDs, so they have a lot of power to come back in this game. And as you'll see later on, we actually have an AFK DD. I'm not sure if he was doing it on purpose or whatever, but they have a lot of firepower left. They have 2 DDs, they have a Smolensk, they have a Neptune, they have I already said 2 DDs. They have a Georgia, pretty healthy. They have an Izumo, that's also pretty healthy. And our team is looking like we're getting a little bit divided. They have the cap control. There's also that second DD that we don't know where he is, so he could be torpedoing our battleships. And this is where the Smolensk makes a very detrimental error. And this is what is so great about me being able to dodge those sabos earlier, because I'm still at play here, and I'm in a perfect position to catch this guy making a greedy play for our DD. He's turning out, so I aimed up a little bit high, and we absolutely smash him. This AP is it is fun, man. Having a 12 gun salute on American 203s It is different. It is like, oh man, because I mean Baltimore on Legends and on PC is great. You know, it's got good it's got good AP, it's got pretty good HE as well. Smacking another turret on there is kind of just like, man, you really start to feel it. It's much more consistent at starting fires on battleships as well, just because of the extra 3 shells they're handing down range. And we do struggle to get any damage on this guy. What I'm going to be doing here is, I know that the Kitakaze is in my radar range, but I'm going to wait till my guns are basically reloaded so I can get the most action time out of my radar. And we are still a little bit slow to aim. My aim is getting better. I'm getting more consistent with it. We get a little bit trolled with the dispersion there, but for the most part, I feel like we are in the place now where I feel comfortable with the PC game, in a sense that I can hold my own pretty well. I'm pretty happy that we were able to play this map pretty aggressively and punish the DDs, kind of fighting that DD fight in the beginning, because honestly, I'm not going to lie, there's been a lot of games in the Buffalo where I don't really do much, and I feel like I don't get rewarded in terms of damage and XP, but it's mostly because, like, a game-winning play from a Buffalo isn't going to be, you know, wrecking up 200,000 damage and, you know, all these things. Buffalo can win a game sheerly by one devastating strike to a cruiser with the AP, or having 50,000 damage against destroyers that you've radared and, you know, erased from the map. So it's been a pretty interesting grind. But man, I'm about halfway through the Buffalo. I need about 20 million credits to actually unlock the Des Moines. So we are close. We're closing in on the Des Moines, and boy, oh boy, I can't wait. I am so excited. The closest thing that I have had to Des Moines was in Legends when we had the arms race game. I believe I got the Baltimore's reload down in the low 7-second reloads, but Des Moines is 5.5 seconds stock. So I'm going to have a lot of fun. I think that I know pretty well how to play islands and how and when to put my ship in certain situations. Obviously, this game was pretty lucky with the Massachusetts not being able to reliably hit me. And, but yeah, I'm excited for the morning. I can't wait to show it to you guys because it's a ship that I've never experienced personally. And while I'm having fun, you know, on the PC side in my spare time, it's exciting. We have a big update coming for Legends as well, and I'm really excited for that. I can't wait to stream it. Some news about the Stalingrad. We have some stats for it. I didn't really, you know, mean to go into this for this video, but we have some extra time because there's a lot of moments in the PC version where staying put and playing carefully and just not doing much is going to happen because of the 20-minute timers, the much longer engagement ranges. So let's see if I can pull up the stats. And these were confirmed by Robin, the Sailing Robin. He's one of our CMs. So, some Stalingrad stats from Discord, courtesy of Robin. Survivability, 65,000 HP. So it's not as much as PC Stalingrad. I believe the PC Stalingrad has about 72. Nothing on the armor, I assume. Well, actually, no. Prince Blip, I was talking with him earlier, and we were in a group chat for one of the Back to Port series, and he was talking to us, and we were listening. Stalingrad does have 32mm bow on the Legends version, so 65,000 HP. Obviously weak sides like all Russian cruisers and battleships. Main battery is 305's AP only. Good kill from the Minotaur there, securing that kill. That means we get to secure the cap over there and pretty much secure the win for this game as long as we don't throw. So Stalingrad has AP only. Now this is pretty interesting. I think for the most part this is a pretty cool way to go about it, because if you had HE, you know, and the HE definitely isn't the selling point of Stalingrad, but having HE is always a valuable asset, especially for a cruiser. This, in my opinion, will help keep Alaska in the ballgame. Alaska's getting a little bit of a buff too, which I think it's going to make it an absolute monster. I think it's already good. It just suffers from the matchmaking not really favoring the ship right now. But Stalingrad only having AP is interesting. Well, the biggest thing that I'm saying, and people are kind of worried about it, Stalingrad is actually confirmed to have the short fuse AP. I believe it's .022 arming on the AP shells, and that was confirmed earlier. So it does have the short fuse AP, which means that getting superstructure shots on battleships and even heavy cruisers or battle cruisers, whatever you want to call it, like the Alaska, is 100% possible. So if somebody's bowing to you, if you aim for turrets and superstructures, you're still going to be able to hopefully get a lot of work done. The Sigma is 2.4. It isn't the 2.65 from the PC version, but for the most part, it's going to feel about the same because of Legends. It has shorter engagement distances, so across the board, 2.4 Sigma on Legends will probably feel very, very similar to the 2.65 that they have on PC. And oh boy, this is a big boy. 35 knots, which is pretty fast, especially there is a radar as well. Don't know the distance of it. I assume it's a standard 11.7 selenium radar. Turning circle is second only to the Lexington, a 1,150 meter turning circle, which is cool because it's going to... Stalingrad is no doubt going to be pretty good. Like, there's no way it's not going to be good. It's the Stalingrad, you know? We've all seen the memes. We've all, you know, whatever. But the turning circle on this is awesome because it's going to punish bad plays in it. If you screw up your positioning one time, that could be your game. And I really like that about ships. You know, they're really good in one specific role, but they are really, really punished for other things as well. So that's definitely the turning radius. We don't have the rudder shift time, but the reload is a 20 second stock, so just like the Alaska. So you're looking at, I believe, a 14.9, 14.8 max reload build. I'll probably go reload build. I can't wait to slap some Citadels on some battleships, to be completely honest. But yeah, that's the Stalingrad. So yeah, we will definitely see more about that on the upcoming update. I think we can confirm that the CZs are getting a loan. So you should see some Stalingrad gameplay on Monday. It is a hefty investment, so if you don't want to get burned out on 2 million GXP, it's probably worth your time to watch some gameplay of it if you are interested, and at least help you make a better informed decision. But this game is over. We actually did a pretty good job. I'm quite happy with this game. I'm loving the Buffalo, honestly, and I wish we had a tier 9 in Legends because there's a lot of these cool ships that we just don't have. And I was running a ton of boosters this game. I'm not sure why, but we made 1 million credits. Well, about 800,000. Came second on the team. I don't even know what that... Actually, that veteran is actually winning 100 games. So I think I've played like 150 now, but we took 50k off of that Massachusetts. I love this detailed screen because it shows you like what you did to people, and then you can see all of the boosters and whatnot. It's the boosters for economy are honestly pretty dang amazing if you can get them. They're not very easy to get all the time. It's basically through like free crates and all that kind of stuff. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be it. And I think I go look for this medal here. Yeah, win 100 random battles. So there we go, guys. Let me know what y'all think, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.